Hey, it's Dr. Schmidt. So YouTube doesn't like it when I talk about alternative healthcare. So we can bypass that algorithm though if you hit like and subscribe. I want to talk about blood pressure. I had an experience today with a patient who was eating one meal a day, but that meal included bread. It was high carb, and otherwise he could fast all day, which is really good, but not good enough. His blood pressure was high, 170 over 110 a couple months ago. So I talked to him like, look, you got to eat carnivore. And his wife eats really healthy food. I said, just eat what your wife eats. And he does a lot of traveling, and he's out to lunch and he gets some bready type foods. Anyway, so I saw him today. He went carnivore, and now his blood pressure is 145 over 80. And he's just basically doing carnivore, and he lost 6 pounds, and it's fluid. And he's a muscular guy. And he also had 5 days of excess urination. And that comes from lowering your insulin, and then your body dumps fluid. And this is when people lower their blood pressure, they get rid of the fluid in their fingers, their ankles, their abdomen. And he just said he felt like he was peeing like all day for 5 days. I've had people do that for that long, or maybe it's just 2 days, but that's excellent. It's the initial weight loss. It's fluid. It's totally valid. There used to be a time when people would say that the weight loss is only water, so it doesn't count. No, it does count. It's very important to get that excess water off. So this has happened for dozens of patients. I don't know. I've never kept track, but I've been at this, full time for over 20 years, hundreds of patients at least. But what happens if you do this and the blood pressure doesn't come down? Then you got to do some digging, and it could be, for example, mold. I had black mold. My blood pressure was too high. It could be parasites. I've had people where they got parasites in and around their heart, and it makes their blood pressure high. It could be a virus. It could be nutritional deficiency, like omega-3s, or maybe they need some garlic. Garlic can drop the blood pressure because it cleanses out the kidneys, and the kidneys control the amount of fluid in your body, along with insulin. There's other factors. So it could be that. It could be liver dysfunction. So the liver takes in blood from below. The blood has to go up, and if the liver is congested, it can't take that blood. The blood backs up. Some of the other symptoms you get would be like hemorrhoids, varicose veins, and spider veins, but also can have high blood pressure. Another problem would be kidney dysfunction. So high blood pressure can cause kidney dysfunction. Kidney dysfunction causes high blood pressure. It's a horrible downward trend. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of high blood pressure, kidney failure. Together, they just get worse and worse together. And the last one I want to talk about is lymphatic congestion. That can cause high blood pressure. So some of the symptoms of that would be feeling congested up here in your armpits, maybe inner thighs, and feeling like your lymphatic system is congested and stuck. And sometimes you have larger lymph nodes, larger body parts that can contribute to high blood pressure. There are many reasons for high blood pressure, and it could be just systolic or it could be just diastolic. For example, if your liver is congested, it could just be only the diastolic, the lower number going up too high. So, but all of this is handled in the nutritional realm. There's not a drug for these things. Yeah, you can take a drug to force your blood pressure down, but that's not actually fixing a thing, because then you just take it for the rest of your life, and then it causes problems, and you still have heart problems. You still have the same disease scenario going on underneath, and the drug is hiding it. So, this is the human body. You got to know what destroys the human body and what repairs it. It's just like any other, your car. Pick a machine, pick a device. You got to know how it's supposed to function normally, and you reach that. You strive to reach the ideal function instead of just drugging it. Instead of, if you got your fax machine isn't working good and you kick it, like, okay, maybe you should actually fix it. Make an assessment and find out what the problem is and fix it. Okay, that's it. I just want to make this super short and share with you this spectacular blood pressure success story. It's really only happened in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this guy. tremendous changes. He also lost 6 pounds. He looks thinner, but he's maintained all of his muscle because he's eating a high protein diet. He just cut the carbs out, basically just doing carnivore with a little bit of vegetables, and then that's it. And it'll keep getting better. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next visit, or see you at the next video. It's been a long day seeing patients all day, and I always say see you at the next visit. So I'll see you at the next video.